Alright, Paul. Let's now simple up race number 8. You bet, Brandon. It's the AC Gambler Tyler Folts. Owen Warriors from the Warriors Brothers. Jose Agano from Mexico. And the great Louis Charleston. So, after lots of training practice from the coaches, who is going to make the fans happy today? We're about to find out right now. Let's have the Chowers! Okay, the next 4 competitors are off and running, and it looks like Louis Charleston is off to a very good start. And right now, number 2 is going to rest, and now number 8 is going to rest. So these 2 students are going to be left behind in the competition for a while. Right now, the 4 competitors are going to eat the food, and it looks like Tyler, Louis, and Jose are dancing to the beat. And there goes Owen Warriors, pressing down the line. And number 7 is going to rest. So Owen Warriors only has to deal with number 1 for the current moment. Owen Warriors will gain a little bit of ground in the early one, but here comes Tyler Folts and Louis Charleston as Tyler Folts makes his way towards the water. And the first superstar to get speed bus is Jose Agano, who is also heading for the water along with number 7, and another switch out too. And look who paid off his shortcut! Tyler Folts found the right angle to make it to the top of the hill. What a gamble that paid off wonderfully. As Owen Warriors and the Warriors Brothers will have the right to secure speed bus number 2. Tyler Folts now has a commanding lead over Jose Agano, who is trying to defend second place over number 2 and number 7. As Jose Agano leads the other 6 Chao with the next command speeders, Tyler Folts is showing making fans back in Atlantic City happy, and no matter where his fans in the US or anywhere around the world. Tyler Folts is going to climb up the stone wall, trying to defend a huge lead. We have passed 1 minute, soon to be 1:10, as the next speeders were made by Owen Warriors. That makes his second speed bus of the race, and number 1 is pausing for 1. And so is the great Louis Charleston. So both of these Chao will be left behind the competition. Number 8 also taunts for 1. Number 1 really needs some help if he wants to get back in this one in a hurry. But it's number 7 who will get the next command speeders. And take a look at Tyler Folts heading to the home stretch. Meanwhile, number 2 and number 7 are trying to handle Jose Agano and Owen Warriors, with Louis Charleston not too far behind from the pack. But this race is going to be all about Tyler Folts tonight. Yep, next PS belongs to number 1. He finally gets some help, and I do believe he's going to move up a couple places. Yep. And Tyler Folts has made it to the finish line. As Louis Charleston takes the next speed race, you can tell one up for Tyler Folts. Atlantic City is showing happy with Tyler Folts' incredible win, and again with that paid off for the shortcut over the top of the hill. So he wins this one by a landslide, as the next speed race was made by Jose Agano. That makes his second speed bus to the race. Number 1 is going to swim away from Louis Charleston. Number 1 is expected to take second place, and that will be followed by Louis Charleston in third place. As number 8 will have the next command speeders, and poor Owen Warriors is battling with number 7, as the 2 Chao are just trying to finish off the race. They are getting left behind in competition, as the last speed bus will be made by Owen Warriors, making his first speed bus of the race. How about that, Brandon? He found the right angle. Yep, and thus Tyler Folts gets them a huge victory. Let's see if he'll keep it up next week. Coming up, we'll get more exciting action for you. But first, have a look at this.